everyone, welcome to the channel. My name's Emily and the channel is One at a Time. Today I'm sharing with you my March makes. So first of all, I'm going to tell you about the things that did not happen in March or did not get completed. And the first one is my backpacking tarp. I didn't even start it. So that's going to have to be put aside, and in April hopefully I'll be able to block out some time to get that project done. The weather isn't conducive for me anyway to be backpacking and using a tarp, so it doesn't put me in a pinch to not have it, I guess is what I'm saying. The other thing that did not get finished was the costume for myself. I did some pattern changing, as you may have noticed on my Instagram feed at So One at a Time, if you want to follow there. It's Simplicity 8165. This is a new pattern from Simplicity. My mom picked this up and she thought it would be a good pattern for my pioneer costume, which is basically the time period in the United States, 1840 to 1850s, when the westward expansion was happening with wagon trains and handcart trains and mule trains and all that going across to the west coast. So the problem I'm having is with the neck. So there's a neck facing and I cannot get it figured out from the instructions, and so I basically made it into a collar stand. And that seems to be working okay, but I need to neaten it up by doing some hand stitching on it. And my mom's going to come by and take a look at the instructions too and see if we can figure it out, because I would rather not have a stand at all but have it sit just flat. But I like the pattern a lot. It's just taking a little bit longer to figure out how to do that part. So the things that got done, I'm not doing them in chronological order, but we'll just do them how they come on the pile. First of all is what I'm wearing. I made my tried and true V-neck t-shirt, McCall's 6964, and I really like the way it turned out. I got this fabric at Joann's. It's a rayon, or it's a knit that's got some rayon in it, so it's pretty lightweight, but it's going to be wonderful for spring and for summer when that weather finally decides to come to Idaho. So I really like the pattern on the fabric, and that's why I purchased it. The other thing in my pile is the day and night dress challenge. I finished my day dress in February, but my night dress I finished in March, and this is it. So it turned out really well. If you want to know details about that dress, check out my day and night dress challenge video that went up in March, the first part of March. I used two patterns to make that dress. This is the short version. McCall's 7247 and New Look 6433 for the skirt. So, like I said, check out the video and you'll get more information about that pattern. So, my daughter's costume was on the list, and I switched up patterns. So, I'm using the Simplicity 5041 pattern for her, and I'm doing view A on this, so it's a more plain one. In the past, if you see my seamstress tag, I talked about view C with all the flounce, and we made a a bustle in the back that went underneath the skirt to rise it up so you have that bump in the back that accentuates your behind. That was the style. And that was for a class project she had, and I loved the dress. She loved to wear the dress. So we pulled out that pattern again, decided to use it for her. The sizing was better for her than for me. So this is what we came up with from that pattern, and we both completely love it. It is still large through the shoulders and the bust and the waist, but not overly so. It's large in those areas to make it easier for her to wear in the heat of July. While she is at this event in July, she'll be pushing a hand cart in this costume and walking quite a few miles. So we wanted it to be comfortable to wear, not so tight and restrictive. And so that's why we left plenty of space for her to move around. We're both in love with it, and I love the fabric. It's another fabric that my mom purchased for us for $1 a yard. So thanks again, Mom. She has great shopping skills when it comes to fabric. Then the last thing in my pile over here is a dress that I made for my youngest daughter. She needed a dress for spring, and so we whipped up this out of some fabric from Joann's from their Doodles line. It's a cotton jersey knit. I think it's a jersey knit. Anyway, Doodles, and it's using Quick Sew Sewing for Children pattern book, and we did the t-shirt dress that's in here. I raised the waist where we would attach the skirt, and we really could have raised it another inch, and then we added pockets, because pockets are a must in a dress, However, it is a little bit large, the dress. Here's the pockets. I just used a slip that we're no longer using and cut the pockets out of it because I literally had 2 inches across the bottom that we didn't use because she wanted this dress to be maxi. So I used up every bit of the fabric, which was very satisfying. So that is it. Everyone has enjoyed the things that I've made for them, my girls and I. And I'm still frustrated about that costume, but I will work through that and get that dress finished and then move on. I don't have any plans for you for April because I'm kind of just taking it as it comes. Stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram, and I will be putting in some pictures of some things that are happening in my sewing room as they happen. Till next time, everyone, I hope you're sewing up a storm.